Yo, what's up, guys? It's my first YouTube video, my first actual YouTube video. Uh, well, today's a fucking doozy, but I'm gonna be telling you guys about the time I watched my friend smoke crack in a pool house, alright? So, a little backstory is, I have these three friends, right? One of them, his name is Nelson. He was kind of like my plug, but he's also just like a drug addict. And then there's Ian, which Ian is a little bit crazy. He's not really right in the head. For one, he was an alcoholic, and two, he beat his mom, and he did a lot of drugs, and like he did I don't think he did fentanyl, but he was a fucking tweaker. But anyways, my third friend is Lucas, and Lucas, he was a raging drug addict. Now he's a little bit better, or he's pretty much better. I think like he got into like martial arts and shit, and like he's not doing like meth anymore. But that's not even the point. So basically, my boy Nelson, he had shake, and this is kind of like two stories in one because we were making edibles. But basically, I was like, yo, can I get some weed, da-da-da-da, and he's like, yeah, sure, we're gonna go to this pool house that Ian, like, it's in Ian's apartment complex, right? So, and it was, like, winter, so, like, nobody, like, went in there, and, like, the pool, like, it was just, like, the perfect smoke spot, because, it was raining outside, and nobody would fucking go in there, and they had a kitchen and shit, so basically, I was like, yeah, I want some weed, I'll hang out with you guys. So we pull up, and then I think Lucas was already there, and Ian was already there, and we pulled up. Basically, we smoked, and I don't know if this was the time before or the time after, but we made edibles in the fucking kitchen and shit. So basically, like, I think Nelson had coke. He sold some blow to fucking Ian and Lucas, and that's why they were making crack, because like they're broke as fuck. They're like essentially homeless. They have no money, no job, whatever, or they spend all their fucking money on drugs. I don't think Lucas had a job though. I'm pretty sure Ian worked at fucking Autobell, but that's not the point. They wanted to make crack because 0.2 fucking milligrams of coke is not enough between two people, so they had to make some crack rock. And I remember specifically, we went to the smoke shop before and got a fucking crack pipe, and basically I was trying to watch them after we smoke. I was trying to watch them make the crack, right? And Ian, he's a tweaker, bro. He's just such, like, a fucking, like, goofy-ass fucking weird person. And I was like, yo, I just want to watch. I'm not going to, like, fuck with anything. Like, he was acting like I was going to steal his crack. He's like, you can't come in the kitchen while the chef is cooking because... And he's just fucking, like, weird like that and shit. And, like, I really don't understand why. But then Nelson was like, yo, just let him fucking watch, bro. Like, why are you tweaking? Lucas was, like, backing me up and shit, too. So he decided to let me watch. And I was sitting there high as fuck. I was like, yo, like, why? Mind you, I was, like, 15, 16 at the time. And, like, I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what is freebasing? What does that even mean? Like, what is the point? Like, how does it even get you higher? It's just baking soda and shit, right? And he was sitting there tweaking, but basically, I just sat there and watched them cook, like, crack until it was done and it was ready, and they let it sit for a little bit, and then it looked weird, bro. Like, it I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if they botched it or what, but it did not look right. It was, like, a little bit brown on the edges. It was, like, fucking, like, nasty, bro. Like, it did not look appealing at all. So, basically, like... shit, I lost my train of thought. Basically, after they cooked it up, let it sit, they grabbed the meth pipes, or the crack pipe, and started, I think it's a meth and crack pipe, it's just a pipe that's not for smoking weed, but they started cooking that shit up, or heating that shit up. And once they started smoking it, bro, let me tell you, bro, these two motherfuckers, they had the most goofiest, like, especially Ian, bro. Like, Ian, he would, like, take a hit off a cart or something and be like, bazinga, that got me faded. So basically, he took a big ass hit from the fucking crack pipe, and he blew it all out, and he was like, oh yeah, that hit the spot. And I was sitting there like, there's no fucking way this dude is serious, bro. Like, does it really feel that good? And I asked him that. I was like, does it really feel that good? And he's like, yes, bro, this shit is amazing. It's ecstatic. I am in pure euphoria. And I was like, bro, why would you not just, like, can you snort crack? Like, does crack do the same shit if you snort it? And I was just asking hella questions because, like, I never fucking done crack. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm 100% sure I had done blow at the time, but, like, I'd only done, like, 2 or 3 times. No, probably only, like, once or twice, but that's not even the point. We're not talking about how I was a raging drug addict. We're talking about my fucking crackhead friends. Anyways, so then he passes it to Lucas, and Lucas is a little bit more chill about that shit, probably just because, like, he's a fucking crack meth head. Like, he just, like, blew it all out, and he's like, ah. And, like, he started looking around and shit, and, like, at this point, I was, like, really fucking high. Like, me and Nelson had smoked again, and I was like, yo, I went to Nelson's car, I think before that, like, while they were making the crack, and I got a book and, like, a pencil and shit, because I was stressing out, and, like, I just wanted to draw. So I was drawing, and these two dudes are smoking crack, and, you know, this is the funny part about it, because Ian's mom, I don't know why, but she was, like, yelling at him or something, and she was, like, mad at him, probably, like, for drinking alcohol, and probably for driving. Like, I think she found out, like, he drank and drive, so she was freaking out on him. And then Lucas, mind you, they're both tweaking out on crack. Lucas pulls himself together and fucking, like, he fucking, like, starts talking to Ian's mom because she's on the phone yelling at him while he's on crack. And Lucas is like, yeah, I know your guys' relationship is really strained. It's like, it sucks, like, da-da-da-da-da. I think you guys need to go to therapy. Like, I can vouch for Ian. He loves you so much. Like, he, like, is really sorry about everything he puts you through. And basically, you know, I'm sorry about this pause right here, but anyways, basically, he's sitting there gaslighting fucking Ian's mom on crack, telling her that Ian loves her and shit, and, like, he only says good things about her, when literally every single time Ian would talk about his mom, he would be like, yeah, she's a fucking bitch, bro, I hate her, bro, she's a fucking bitch, da-da-da-da-da, and, like, he really, like, beat his mom. Like, he hit his mom because he was on fucking alcohol, and he was, like, raging off the fucking bruise and shit. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, Lucas was fucking geeked out on crack, and he somehow, like, saved Ian's life, because if, like, what would Ian have to fucking, like, he could have walked home, because we were, like, in his apartment complex, but, like, I don't think he would wanted to see his mom on crack. And Lucas just sorted that shit out. And it was really fucking funny because, like, I was high as fuck. I was just off weed. I was like, yo, there's, like, probably no way I could do that, especially off fucking crack. But, yeah, basically we're just chilling there. Like, I'm drawing, and they're fucking over there tweaking on crack, doing whatever the fuck. Like, I really wasn't paying attention at that point. And I don't really, like, understand what was going on. Like, I don't know. Like, I was getting a really fucking bad feeling. I don't know if it was because, like, I was, like, well, I was anxious, but, like, I think it's just because I was around people doing crack in a fucking apartment pool house, and it kind of hit me, and I was like, damn, like, is this really what my life has come to? I'm only fucking, like, 16 years old and I'm sitting here with fucking crackheads. And yeah, I was literally like just drawing for like 30 minutes straight. And we made the edibles before we made the crack. So I ate an edible earlier, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I almost died right there. I ate an edible earlier, and at this point it was starting to kick in. Like, I was feeling really fucking nice, but also I had smoked too, so it was a little bit overwhelming. But I think that is partly like why I was tweaking, because like I just didn't feel right about it. Like, I don't know, I was having like second fucking thoughts and shit about my friends and shit. And like, I don't know, I fuck with Nelson and Lucas and Ian, but well, I don't really fuck with Ian considering that he beat his mom. Lucas, he was a tweaker, but like he never like really did anything bad. Like, nobody really ever liked Ian just because he was like a fucking tweaker. Like, I don't even know why he would like hang out in our friend group and shit, because like it makes sense because like we're a whole bunch of fucking skater kids and fucking like drug addicts hanging around under a bridge, a dirty ass fucking bridge where fucking like homeless people fucking smoke crack and shit. And that's literally like all we would do. Like, from like 14 to like maybe 16, I would just go out to this place. It was like this area in my city, and that's where the bridge was, and we like skate around there. There's spots to skate, but not all of my friends like skated. Like, they kind of just hung around us to like do drugs and shit. Like, we would smoke weed, fucking like do whatever the fuck, right? And I guess that Ian knew Lucas since like they were children, so I'm pretty sure Ian's mom knows Lucas's mom, and that's kind of how Ian became a part of the friend group. But basically, I got really fucking sidetracked. Anyways, there's like, so we were in the pool house. I was tweaking. Nelson was chilling. He was just smoking. Like, they were talking and shit, but I really couldn't talk because I was like having a little fucking paranoia moment. I don't know. It was really weird, but it was just like, damn, bro, like damn, like I'm like around people smoking crack, and it just like really hit me. But at the same time, it didn't, because guess what? I went to that pool house maybe fucking like 3-4 more times, and like I don't know what had happened from the point of them doing crack and me coming up off on the edible to the point where like I was done with it and I went home. But I was basically just tweaking, and then I was like, yo, Nelson, like, can you drive me home? Like, I don't feel good. Like, I feel paranoid. Like, nothing feels really right now. Hold on, I gotta hit my vape real quick. Cheers, my friends. All right. Anyways, so I don't know what happened to that point, but yeah, I was like, Nelson, please take me home. Like, I'm tweaking, bro. Like, please, like, I don't feel good. He's like, yeah, bro, I feel you. Like, I'm not getting the right vibes either. So he took me home, or he didn't, well, he did, but like while we're in the car, we're sitting there talking about like how, oh shit, bro, I completely forgot. Okay, sorry. So before I had left, my two friends who are fucking tweaking off the crack, they're like, Maddox, I love you so much. And mind you, Ian, he doesn't shower, he doesn't do shit, he's a dirty ass motherfucker. Like, he's dirty as fuck, bro. And he was hugging me with his fucking crack smoke all over him and shit. He's like, bro, I love you. It was friendly, yeah, but it was more like molestive. Like, I felt like I was getting fucking violated, because he was like, it was just way too long, it was way too fucking awkward, bro. And I was already tweaking. Basically, he's sitting there fucking hugging me, like, not shutting the fuck up about how he loves me and he wants to fucking marry me and how he wants to have fucking children with me and shit. Basically, after I'm finally like, yes, bro, I love you too, bro, like, please get off me, like, please, bro. He fucking gets off me, and then Lucas comes over, and I almost fucking killed myself there. Anyways, So basically Lucas comes over and he's hugging me too. He's like, Maddox, I fucking love you, bro. You're the fucking slime, bro. Like thank you for sharing this experience with me, bro. I love you so much. I'm like, yes, bro, of course. And like, I wasn't as uncomfortable with Lucas just because like, yeah, Lucas is dirty and he like probably had AIDS and shit from fucking like Man Off Grinder and like fucking a fat bitch under a bridge. Anyways, he it wasn't as uncomfortable, and he was tweaking out off crack, yeah, but like I guess he knows social cues, which is pretty surprising considering he's like monkey brained. Yeah, and that's after that's when we left, and then me and fucking Nelson were in the car talking about that shit, and Nelson's like, yeah, like, bro, I saw it, bro. Oh, say right there, let's fucking go around the zombies go. Anyways, we're talking about how like that show's really fucking weird and how we were having a really off vibe and it was just fucked up, and like how they're tweakers, and that's basically all we were talking about when we were homes or when we were in the car. And I live like maybe like 20 minutes away, so it was like a pretty decent conversation. I don't know, but yeah, I got home and I wasn't like, I don't know, I've been high around my parents millions of times. Like I was usually high more than I was sober, so like it's not really something they could notice. But I mean, my dad always noticed, like he always knew, just because like I don't know. I don't know how he always knew. He just always fucking knew. And he didn't care half the time, but this time he did care. So, yeah, he was like, he wasn't yelling at me, but he was like fucking like Maddox, like you're fucking, like you're smoking weed, it's bad for you. It's fucking, you're gonna get addicted, you're gonna move to other drugs. And mind you, my dad got me into smoking weed. Like, bro, when I was 9, I saw him hitting his dab pen in the backyard, and I was like, what is that, Dad? And he's like, it's just a little something, you want to try it? I was like, yeah, sure. So I tried to hit it, but I didn't know how that shit worked. Like, I literally was like sucking on it, but I wasn't clicking the button. So that could have been the first time I got high, but no, it wasn't, because I was a little 9-year-old. But that's not even the point, dude. My dad got me into smoking weed and doing drugs, and he would get mad at me for it. So basically, I was home after like my dad yelled at me. I went upstairs to my room, or no, I did not go upstairs. I went outside. I started chilling with my cats and shit, and like I was, look, I might sound a little bit crazy, but I can talk to my cats, all right? So I was talking to my cats about fucking like what had just happened, and they were disappointed in me. They were hella disappointed. Boy Kitty and Girl Kitty were like, Maddox, like, at least you didn't smoke crack, but like that's really disappointing. Like, is that what you want your life to come to? Like, the more and more you do this, the more and more it will become your life. And I was like, you know, is that what I want? I thought about it very hard, and it's not what I wanted, but there's that little voice in my head that loves drugs and fucking loves drugs. So I was like, you know what? This isn't that much of a problem. I wasn't the one who did crack, okay? Maybe I watched it, maybe I was around it, maybe I got a little bit of crack smoke in my fucking brain. You never fucking know. Like, I could have been tweaking because I was high off the crack. I don't fucking know. I've never done crack. I mean, it did not feel like any sort of fucking blow or cocaine or anything like that. Like, I don't know. It was just fucked up, bro, and like, that memory really stuck with me for a while, because like there's an okay, this video is not quite yet over, so I'm gonna like tell a little another story in the same pool house. So I think it was me, Nelson, and Dima, or me, Nelson, Dima, Guy, and Ian. Guy might not have been there, or he might have been, I don't remember. Basically, I was fiending, and fucking, before Nova pulled up, my friend Nova pulled up, and he was like Ian didn't want him to come in, and Ian was like, bro, Maddox, like, don't let him in, bro. Don't let him in. So I was being a little bitch, bro. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to let Noah in because Ian says so. This is his pool house. This is his pool house. He owns the apartment complex. I was like fucking 15, 14 or some shit. But eventually, I don't know. I think it was Nelson or somebody let Noah in. And fucking, like, this dude Dima, he was there at some point. And I wanted to do coke. So I was like, yo, like, let me do some of your coke. So he gave me a line. That shit looked fat. It was like the most coke I'd ever fucking done. And I railed that line, and I started getting paranoid because, like, he kept on looking at me, and he was like, yo, are you chilling? Like, are you good? Like, looking back at it, he was probably just trying to make sure, like, he didn't fucking kill me from a cocaine overdose. But in my head, that made me think, oh, he laced me, bro. He fucking laced me, bro. I started getting so paranoid because I was fucking bugging out off the coke, bro. I was tweaking, bro. Like, my eyes were bug-eyed. I was fucking looking at the sky and shit. Like, I don't know, bro. I was tweaking, and I thought he fucking laced me. And I basically just sat in that pool house fucking tweaking off coke, drawing again. And, like, I was just paranoid the whole time that I had gotten laced. And I, like, genuinely thought I was gonna fucking die. But that's just a little fucking side story. Maybe I'll tell more of it for another day, but that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for fucking watching. I hope y'all have a fucking lovely day. Please subscribe, and like, every single like and subscribe gets Boy and Mungle a pet a day. So, thank you guys. Later!